Get ready for what could be the biggest trade of the season. The Lakers are ready to make a bold move in the draft, targeting a star center to strengthen their team alongside Anthony Davis. Edey and Holmes are in the crosshairs. Who will be chosen? Stay tuned to find out how this decision could change the future of the Lakers. Don't miss this bomb. And let's move on to today's news, but first, just check if you're already subscribed to the channel, because the next videos will be a series of content that will help you stay informed about everything related to the Lakers. A lot of people have been talking about what the Lakers will do with their first-round draft pick. Some think they should change it, others say it's better to keep it. Some even suggested trading for a higher draft pick. According to Jake Pfizer of Yahoo Sports, this could be a real possibility. There are rumors that the Lakers could move up in the NBA draft, possibly choosing a center, or even a point guard like Devin Carter, who is a versatile guard. Look, Sam Amick said that Providence and the Miami Heat are looking to trade to get into the top 5 in the draft. That would be pretty surprising, right? I don't know if it's very likely, but I'm always open to ideas. If they find a cool partner, it could help their team a lot. It wouldn't just be to move up in the draft, but even to get more picks. You have to see how it goes. But whatever they decide to do, a lot of people want to see them pick a new center, both in the NBA draft and in free agency. Fans are looking forward to it. Ian Begley said they are keeping an eye on it and plan to keep a close eye on their downtown options. Let's think about how they can do this in the NBA draft. They can try to move up in the draft, move down in it, or simply stay where they are. This gives them multiple ways to pick a top talent. Let's see who they have their eye on in all this. And now, without further ado, let's get straight to the point, starting with the report on their negotiations. This certainly won't be easy, especially since they have the 17th pick in the draft out of the starting group. Not many teams are willing to move up from the starting group, so the Lakers are going to have to offer something really good if they want to convince anyone to change their mind. I think many fans may be forgetting this important detail. Look, a team isn't just going to give the Lakers a lottery pick just because. They would be negotiating mainly with a team that is rebuilding, which is very different from negotiating with an already strong team. A rebuilding team probably wants a young player or draft pick, not a veteran to help win now. The Lakers have few players they could offer in this trade, perhaps starting with the 70th overall pick, but from then on it gets complicated. I think that besides Austin Reeves, few of their players would be of interest to a rebuilding team. I think you can make a case for Jalen Hoops, but I doubt they want to get rid of him so quickly. Furthermore, his value isn't very high right now, so it's not the best time to trade a young player. And Maxwell Lewis, who was a second-round draft pick, probably wouldn't yield much either. So they are left with just two options, Roy Hymura or Jared Vanderbilt, who at least have some value for a team that is rebuilding. They are both very young and have good contracts too. Unless the Lakers want to trade a draft pick in the future, they would have to consider trading one of these two. Who knows if that's what they're planning to do, right? It could be that a team like Portland, who has not one but 2 lottery picks, might consider trading one of them. Or maybe Oklahoma City. Now that the Lakers are strong again, they may want to trade their draft pick for a more experienced player. I don't know for sure, but the point is that they have to be willing to give up something if they want to make that change. It won't be cheap. They might have to offer a draft pick in the future or a guy like Hota or Vanderbilt to get it now. I personally don't think it will happen, but let's think a little about who they might want to trade and if they are really after a big draft pick. So, the only one in that range between 10 and 15 could be Seaware, which has been trying to climb the rankings for a while. But I don't think they're keeping an eye on him. They didn't even bring the guy to training, which could be because he didn't want to train with their team. But I don't think he's the one they want to recruit. If you're thinking about an exchange, maybe it's to get a player later. As I said before, Jake Pfizer mentioned Devin Carter's name, and they brought him in to practice earlier this month. If you don't know, Devin Carter plays point guard for Providence. He averaged about 20 points and grabbed 9 rebounds per game. Additionally, he shot about 38% of his threes as a college senior and is pretty good on defense as well. So, did you already know this news? Let us know in the comments if you already knew, and leave your opinion on the subject. I will read and respond to your comment. Another name to keep an eye on is Ron Holland, who might even fall to them in 17th position in the draft. He is being projected to be chosen between 10th and 20th place. They brought him to train too. Between Kay Carter and Ron Holland, they are the best players the Lakers have brought in so far. I would love for them to get a guy like Donovan Kingan or Alexar, but that's not going to happen. Both will be picked in the top 7, if not the top 5. Apart from Cleo Ware, who again didn't train with them, there is no other top player worth negotiating for. Again, I really don't think they'll make a trade. But if they had to, I would bet it would be Devin Carter or Ron Holland. But I don't think that's very likely. Now, what if they tried to trade to pick lower in the draft? In my opinion, this would be much more possible and perhaps even the best option for them, especially if they want to save a high choice. Not picking many centers in the lottery lately, so it's more likely that one or two of them will fall later in the draft. It wouldn't be Cleo, but maybe someone like Zach Edey, Donan Holmes, or Tyler Smith. They all worked hard this year or last year, and they all have a wide range of draft options. It wouldn't be a total surprise if one of them was chosen in the top 18. But it also wouldn't be surprising if 1, 2, or even all three fell to the end of the first round. This could be a good trade for the Lakers too. Unlike losing an asset in trading, they would gain one here. For example, if they traded up to pick Utah at number 29, they would most likely get pick number 32. That would be like getting an extra pick at the end of the first round. One idea would be to trade back with Milwaukee for picks number 23 and 33, or with New York for numbers 24 and 38. They could also trade with Minnesota for picks numbers 27 and 37. I think at least one of these teams would be willing to do business with them, and that could mean the Lakers get the big one they want. After that, they could still draft one more player, such as Ryan Dunn, Terrence Shannon, or Trenton Flowers. All of these guys did well and were projected to be picked at the end of the first round or beginning of the second. If they trade back, they'll have to see where they end up in the draft. But talking about the big guys who can target, there's Zach Don Holmes or Tyler Smith. They brought both of them to train now. There's no guarantee that both will be available, but I think at least one will be there. In my opinion, either of the two would be a good pick at the end of the first round. Thank you for watching this far. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel to continue receiving the next content. Access now our playlist that will appear on the screen or in the pinned comment with all the latest news and latest news from the Lakers, and stay tuned, behind the scenes, highlights, last-minute controversies, transfers, everything about the Los Angeles Lakers team. Until the next video. Zach Edey is a little limited, but he's great at grabbing rebounds and creating opportunities in the pick and roll. Don Holmes is versatile, can play in several positions, and is an excellent rim protector, the best of the three at that. Look, Zach is a good defender, knows how to shoot from 3 points, and has a versatile playing style which makes him a good choice at the end of the draft. And Tyler Smith, even though he's younger, is also very interesting. I haven't had time to watch a video of just him yet, but I think he has potential. He could have gone straight to the G League instead of college, which is a different but valid option. But he still managed to play well, with over 13 points, 5 rebounds, a block per game, and shooting 36.4% from 3 in just about 22 minutes per game. Like Donan Holmes, he is versatile, quick on defense, and athletic enough to dunk, in addition to being good at shooting threes, which is great for the current NBA style. To conclude, the Lakers have several options, but in my opinion, it seems much more likely that they will trade back in the draft instead of making another trade. Well, I think the most likely option for the Lakers is to stay where they are, at pick 17. They're in a good position right now, but what do you think? Do you think the Lakers should trade back, stay where they are, or even trade their draft pick? Tell me in the comments what you think. Thank you for watching this far. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel to continue receiving the next content. Access now our playlist that will appear on the screen or in the pinned comment with all the latest news and latest news from the Lakers. And stay tuned behind the scenes, highlights, last-minute controversies, transfers, everything about the Los Angeles Lakers team. Until the next video.